Hey everybody, Jeff with the Grand Lake Outdoor Report. Hey, thanks for listening. Man, we've got some warm, toasty weather, muggy weather around the shores of Grand Lake right now. It's definitely July in Oklahoma. It feels like 4th of July. The forecast is just like many 4th of Julys. And one of the things that happened yesterday right there at Shangri-La was one of the things I kind of had warned a little bit about. Over Memorial Day. It happens Memorial Day. It happens around 4th of July. Not as bad on Labor Day, but any weekend throughout the summer, you can have a thunderstorm just pop up out of nowhere. It's not anything that's coming at you. It's just something that just appears right on top of the lake. And yesterday we had a small thunderstorm pop up right there on the, kind of between Shangri-La and Woodard Hollow, and I'll tell you what, everybody went to scrambling, and it was quite comical again to see, what everybody does in a situation like that. But most of the time, or most of the people yesterday were actually running into the storm instead of heading out towards Sailboat Bridge where there was no storm. So we've all got these little weather apps on our phones. And that would have saved a lot of people a lot of grief, getting out of the wind and out of the rain and out of the lightning and everything that was a dangerous scenario there. And it looks like the same thing can happen today, the 4th of July, and it could happen over the next couple days. And then we got a nice stretch of cooler weather with lower humidity coming in, and that's going to make the fishing really enjoyable. It's not going to be quite as warm for the people that are on the water sports, doing the tubing and the surfing and the swimming and all of that goes on at Grand Lake. But it'll still be plenty warm for those folks as well. And I'm anticipating a wild and crazy weekend around Grand Lake. Hey, I'm going to be fishing with Crystal Keith today. My oldest son, Hayden, with Williams Guide Service, has offered to take us crappie fishing for a few hours this morning. We're going to be fishing with some minnows on some brush piles out in the main lake, and we're going to be fishing with Crystal's girls. And I believe her girls have a few friends here visiting the lake as well, so we're going to have 4 littles out in the boat with us. And we are going to be seeing if we can get those girls to sling some slabs over the side of Slim's boat and see if we can get those girls on some fish for a couple hours and just have a good time out there on Grand Lake this morning before all of the boats hit. Crystal is becoming a large part of what I do over at Lucky Strike since Toby's passed. Crystal is kind of the family representative there that I'm going to spend a lot of time with. We're going to do a lot of fishing together, and I'm really enjoying getting to know her better. Her and Toby fished a lot together, a lot of daddy-daughter time spent in the year of growing up, where Crystal and Toby fished together a lot. They've got a fishing boat here at the lake, and anyway, we've got some ventures planned. We've already been with Jimmy Houston fishing once this year, and we're going to do this trip, and we're going to do a few other fun things as we move through the summer. I went with my youngest son, Owen, over, what night was it? I'm losing track of days. I think it was Monday evening. Owen and I went fishing, and he caught 3 really nice black bass fishing out in the main lake on some channel edges that had a little bit of brush and stumps on them. And Owen was using a 3/8 ounce PB&J Mighty Craw jig from Lucky Strike. And boy, Owen is really good at that jig fishing. He caught some really nice bass. I sat in the back of the boat, didn't catch anything, but I was kind of experimenting with some of the lures that I haven't got to fish with a whole lot. There's so many people that came ahead of us. This brand is 50 years old. And I didn't have to develop a lot of these products that we currently have in this assortment, but I also, not developing them, I also need to get out on the water and learn a lot more about them, especially our American-made hard baits, crankbaits, our chatterbaits, the scrounger. You're going to hear me talking about a lot of these fantastic products that we have, and I'm really glad to be able to put this assortment together and get it out there to you. That's all available at FishLucky, FishLucke.com. And then I know that the catfish are biting. This is the time of the year where you can start catching a lot of catfish drifting. If you're going to fish in the evenings, you're going to have a lot of boat traffic out on the main lake. But if you want to go fishing somewhere and you don't want to fight a lot of boat traffic, I would encourage you to go up from, let's just say from the mouth of Elk River all the way up to, I guess, even up to Twin Bridges. There's plenty of territory to fish up there, and there's not a lot of big boats running. You'll find some smaller fishing boats and a few pleasure boats and some wave runners up there, but if you do want to fish over the holiday weekend, that would be a great place to go. Anyway, I hope everybody stays safe out there. We love the lake, and it's going to get busy and wild and crazy. Everybody at KGVE wishes you a happy 4th of July. We wish you a happy 4th of July from my wife's business, OnGrandTime.com and FishLucky.com. We all wish you a happy 4th of July. And remember, freedom don't come free, like Toby used to say. Hey, have a great weekend, everybody.